Okay. Little Nightmares? I actually did like 2 years ago on stream with a girl I was seeing. That was a good game. Yeah, you got my stats, dude. This game bright as heck. This is Ouroboros, a dungeon crawling adventure. Nah, but I'd probably play it again. We didn't finish it. All right, let's see. What's a good category? Ouroboros. How about a Weed Tycoon, the ultimate marijuana sim, whatever game. Beep, 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 beep. I think we should actually play it probably on this screen. What's a category anyway, right? Perfect. That's all you need. Alright, let's play. Oh, it's you, finally. I've been waiting for you, yet another traveler in search of adventure. I am the narrator. If you're here, that must mean you'd like to hear a tale about Ouroboros, the legendary snake of eternity. I won't keep you waiting, but before we begin, answer me this. What kind of experience are you looking for? Relaxed, for sure. Very well, if you change your mind during the adventure, do let me know. Now take a seat, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let us begin. Alright, King, lead the way. The road to the desecrated sanctuary has been full of dangers so far. Razor-sharp rocks, tangles of vines and thorns, starving animals lurking in the darkness. Now the sun is coyly disappearing behind the shimmering tops of the whispering peaks, and each step along the path is more difficult than the last one. Actually, it's hard to see any path at all. As the sun sets, a realization dawns on Seliqa. She's utterly lost despite the maps she's carrying. Her warden, the muscular and austere Sir Amber, is no less confused. He huddles in his cloak to fend off the cold breeze of the evening. We should have arrived by now. Are you sure we're on the right path, Miss Seliqa? I think so, sir. Or maybe we were supposed to take the left turn at the crossroads. The crossroads? It's a bit late for that, miss. Back there, the sun was still high. I'm so sorry, sir. My mentor's map. Oh, wait a second. I spy a light down there. The mighty knight points a finger towards a trembling source of light, not too far away. Is this the road to the sanctuary after all? Maybe. Whoa, cool. Okay. Alright. Arrow keys move your token to the sanctuary. Enemies move when you do. Use the Z key to interact. Okay. You want to save? Heck yeah. I see. What is a goblin doing here? Do you think we should kill him? Miss Seliqa, there's one good thing about goblins. It's that they are easy to kill. I trust your judgment, sir. Let me help you. In battle, your goal is to defeat your enemies by bringing their hit points down to 0. Okay, hold on. Each character can use different skills to inflict damage. Now try to attack, but remember, many skills have cost and mana points. Alright, yes, it's RPG Maker battle. Very cool looking. I love, like, there's a lot of styling here, dude. Okay. Some skills are more effective against certain types of enemies. For instance, Slash is more effective against humanoids. Such as a goblin. If foes inflict status alterations on your party, you can check their description by hovering the mouse pointer. Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay. Okay. This is very cool. At the end of each battle, your characters see. Yeah, okay. Clouded by a veil of tears, Seliqa's gaze falls upon the lifeless bodies of the two fiendish creatures. Sir Amber steps forward, trying to hide the grisly scene from her view, but it's too late for that. The picture's already been impressed into her memories. Is it normal for a goblin to walk around alone? Well, I mean, with a rat. No, it's not, but there seems to be a campsite up ahead. Maybe this one is just a scout. Oh no. Do not worry, Miss Seliqa. I will take care of them. You stay back. No, I'll never learn anything this way. This is the life of an adventurer. I should get used to it as soon as I can. As you wish, I'm at your command. When you're ready, we can proceed. Seliqa takes a very deep, incredibly long breath, then shakes the dust off her dress and smiles at the grizzled veteran. Sir Amber smiles back, then he begins sneaking towards the light source, his sword drawn. When you see that icon, you can interact with the environment. Okay. So it's like an item or something. The light comes from a small bonfire, but only the embers remain. A makeshift tent made with sticks and leaves is the only sign pointing at the presence of goblins. The area looks clear, so Sir Amber sheaths his sword and starts rummaging through the goblins' belongings. Found anything, sir? Just some dirty old pots and food, I guess, but dubious at best. And what's this, a leather pouch? Looks like healing herbs to me. These will come in handy. Right on. Items. The adventurers are now before what looks like the entrance of a small church, the monument to some lost deity, or whatever remains of all that. The faint light of the bonfire shines on the bas reliefs covering the entire face of the ruins, even though most of the decorations are hidden by a tangle of poison ivy. With a vigorous tug, Sir Amber pulls away some of the plant. I don't know the script, sir. Sorry. This is an ancient elven tongue. It says we've reached the sanctuary of the Ouroboros, the demigod of endless life and time itself. Wait, you can read elven runes? Oh no, just a few words, but now that we're here, I think you've got some explaining to do, Miss Seliqa. How did you get yourself a map to the sanctuary of the Ouroboros? And most importantly, don't you think you should have told me from the start? Oh, well, if I'd known this was our destination, I would have asked you at least twice the gold. Now, make it 3 times. I'm sorry, sir. I knew this was a dangerous place, but I had no idea it had such a bad reputation. It certainly does, let me tell you. Hundreds of adventurers have died trying to find this entrance, and I suspect that just as many have died past this point. How do you know all that? Dead men tell no tales, but bards do. All you need is for someone to make it out alive every once in a while. Well, I guess there's no point in complaining now. The night is upon us, and we must find shelter. Let's take a look inside, and may the gods protect us. Sir Amber tries to hide his frustration, but his forceful push on the heavy stone door is quite telling. As the door opens, an acrid, pungent smell engulfs the two. How little they know about the things to come. All they feel now is the metallic stench. The impossibly thick darkness prevents Seliqa from noticing that the door behind them is shut. They'll have to find another exit. Sir Amber lights up his oil lamp, shining a light on the stone staircase going down to the lower floors of the sanctuary. It's so dark in here, dark and cold. Stay behind me and make sure to keep up. There could be more creatures in the dark, perhaps even the goblins that were camped outside. You think they could have gotten in here? No way to tell. Perhaps they got in and haven't found their way back. Okay. I like that they walk when you walk. Healing potion. Right, you just stay here. I can't, there's no way else. You have to fight. These goblins look so strange, sir. Indeed, miss, but they remain goblins after all. Be very careful. Shit. Okay. So would that mean that you're good with that and then your constructs are purple? No. Ouch, dude. They're all weak to the sword. They hate the blade. Perhaps the light, scarce as it is, has been playing some tricks, but Sir Amber's eyes are hard to fool. One of the goblins looked far too young and feeble to be a fighter, while the other one was incredibly old, decrepit even. But as the knight examines the bodies, all doubts dissipate, leaving a cold realization in their steed. An old goblin? Now that's unheard of. Goblins are far too stupid to get to in old age, and this one didn't seem any different. What about this one, sir? He was just a kid, basically. Well, yeah, that's a young goblin, but old enough to wield a weapon and mean enough to use it. Don't be tricked, Miss Seliqa. Goblins are fiendish creatures whose first victims are their own weaker kin when they're still in the cradle. They don't deserve mercy, and pity towards them will lead you to death. I will keep that in mind, sir. But a new question is already slithering within the knight's mind. What on earth are an old goblin and a youngling doing inside the sanctuary of the Ouroboros? The answer he seeks won't keep him waiting, I can tell you. The silence is interrupted only by Sir Amber's unsteady footsteps. Focused as he is on the dark surroundings, the veteran hasn't noticed the uneven ground. Thus he stumbles, and failing to grasp anything but air, he falls into a puddle. The oozing liquid splashes everywhere, even on Seliqa, despite her attempt to take cover behind her huge grimoire. Grimoire? Grimoire? Sir, are you alright? Do you need a hand? Oh, look. I'm alright, Seliqa, thank you. What a strange liquid. It tastes like blood, but it doesn't look anything like it. I have a strange feeling. With an embarrassed smirk, the knight squeezes his blood-soaked cloak. Then, as to make it up for the blunder, he clumsily reaches out to the apprentice wizard to help her across the puddle. Come on, miss. Let me help you across. Do you have any idea what this liquid might be? I'm pretty sure it's blood, and quite a lot of it. Perhaps some beast has been wounded here. There's traces of it down in the tunnel, but those rocks are blocking the way. Wait, there's also... Here the ground looks furrowed, as if something huge slithering animal left a mark of its passage, but Seliqa's attention is all on the human-looking limbs sticking out from under the pile of rocks. Ooh. Seliqa approaches a decomposed hand before realizing what it actually is, then gasps. Well, now she knows for sure that other adventurers got this far in the dungeon, and maybe someday the bards will sing about them too, if the young wizard and the knight make it out of the sanctuary alive, that is. They were looking for the treasure of the Ouroboros, just like us. Why are you looking for the egg of the Ouroboros, miss? I must. Seliqa's answers suddenly interrupted by a loud and peculiar racket, broken glass and the clattering of silverware, and the guttural growl of some huge beast all at once. Oh! A sound of rushing footsteps, and then something, actually someone, crashes against Sir Amber and bounces off his chainmail. A sickly-looking scoundrel falls to the ground, but he's up in the blink of an eye. Behind him, a huge rat, as big as a horse, showing its sharp yellow teeth and a foamy mouth. Hey, you cretin, let me go, hurry! What did you just say? Can't you see that thing over there at once? The giant's rat's claws meet no resistance as they cut the flesh of the cat-like humanoid. The creature is sent flying against the stone wall of the sanctuary. Seliqa shouts in horror as Sir Amber, more used to the sight of monsters, immediately draws a sword and points it at the beast. Bring it on, you filthy rat. Combat, baby. Seliqa, stay back. This beast is out of control. Skills of the opposite curse will deal more damage. In this case, you can use Sir Amber's renewal / amplified damage. Okay. I see. Uncool. What? My sword, when did it get so heavy? Wait a second, the beast looks weaker now. When time passes, the curse causes this to happen. All characters and enemies who are affected by the curse of the endless withering suddenly get older, while those affected by the curse of endless renewal get younger. Trapped in this eternal cycle, an old character who gets older becomes a kid once again, while a kid getting younger will become an old person instead. Keep in mind that young characters are more agile, regenerate hit points each turn. Adult characters are physically stronger, and old characters have a decreased armor stat, but they're mentally stronger and regenerate mana points each turn. Oh wow, this is crazy. Okay, alright, interesting. Thing's tough, dude. Okay. Nice, nice. Amber's level 2. Seliqa is now level 2. We made it, miss. That was close, but I'm sorry for that scoundrel. Sir, maybe you haven't noticed, but miss, you're a kid. And you're an old hag. As you can see, our adventurers have now realized that something is very, very wrong. Sir Amber, once tall and strong, is present little more than a kid. He can barely lift his heavy sword, wielding it in both hands. Seliqa, the apprentice wizard, is an elderly lady, just like those who remember their youth with a mix of melancholy and fondness. Luckily, the confused blabbering of the pair is cut short by a dry cough, as if someone's trying to draw their attention. Oh, it's that guy. It seems to me that you two know nothing about the curses of the Ouroboros. Noobs. Wait, the dead cat. My name is Zorba, and I'm neither dead nor a cat. Well, for the most part. I'm what you'd call a treasure hunter. A treasure hunter? In my life, I've met my share of so-called treasure hunters, or perhaps I should say cut purses, assassins, cheaters, and grave robbers. You'll excuse me, but I'd rather you call me with the title I gave you. It includes all the professions you've mentioned, while being far more refined. Could we discuss job titles some other time? You, Mr. Cat, should be dead. Oh, don't worry about that. It's just part of the curse. Alright, let's cut a deal. You two resurrect me and I'll explain everything I know. Resurrect you? But how? Not too far ahead, you'll find an altar dedicated to Maya, goddess of nature and life. You just need to bring my body there. Instinctively, Sir Amber tries to load the dead body of the treasure hunter upon his shoulders. The weight is a harsh reminder that he's now trapped in the minuscule body of a child. Seliqa, on the other hand, has never been a power lifter, and this is even more true now as her old bones are squeaking. And yet together, the two unfortunate adventurers managed to drag Zorba's corpse to the altar, just like you drag a sack of potatoes. The Catman's ghost lets out a sigh at the grotesque scene, but he wisely refrains from making any remarks. Sir Amber and Seliqa are his only hopes to walk again among the living. Now, time will advance, and this will periodically affect the age of the characters. Time in the sanctuary advances by 1 time unit each time you interact with an icon on the map. Oh. Okay. Okay. Locked door. The altars of the goddess can be used to bring dead characters back to life. Resurrected characters come back at random stages of their life, and their curse might change too. A dead character is not affected by the passage of time. A prayer to the goddess can also be used to change the game's difficulty. Oh, I see. Yeah, Wrath, this game is sick, dude. Ouroboros, a dungeon crawling adventure. Finally, my dear old flesh and bones, a bit worn, but it's better than being a ghost. I suppose I should thank you, sir. Milady? Sir Amber of Grimvale. Seliqa, that's it, Seliqa. Nice to meet you, Mr. Zorba. No need to be so formal, Seliqa. We're the same age by the looks of it. Oh, come on. Sir Amber, what's a knight doing here in this accursed sanctuary? No place for noblemen, for sure. I'm merely offering my sword to Miss Seliqa.
It just looks like a virtual tabletop.
Yeah. Besides, my knighthood is none of your concern. Why don't you tell something about the Ouroboros curse instead? Of course, I shall do just that, but getting my body back is reminding me of things like cold and hunger. Can't tell a story properly on an empty stomach. Got anything to eat? You know, I kind of prefer the incorporeal version. A faint ray of moonlight pierced through the thin cracks of the ruined ceiling. It is time to call it a night. The pale light shines on the remains of the old bonfire just a few steps away from the altar. Possibly the work of the unfortunate party now buried under the rocks and rubble down in the tunnel. The warmth of the fire, the food, and some rest are going to certainly heal the minds and bodies of the heroic trio. Okay. Hells yeah, dude. There's so much, prior to seeing mechanically raised circuit now, missing mustache. Oh, he has no mustache. I hadn't eaten in days. Now that your stomach's no longer grumbling, Mr. Zorba, perhaps it is time for you to speak. Oh yeah, sure, the twin curses of the Ouroboros. How odd for you, the two of you, to get all the way here without having heard a thing about them. Alright, maybe I should have studied more. I cannot argue with that. I heard many tales about this place. Monsters, perils, all kinds. Of all kinds, even treasures, but this is definitely the first time I hear about a curse. Let alone two of them. Hold on one sec. Excellent. And yet the most dangerous thing with the sanctuary... Oh, okay. Actually, the most dangerous thing is the Ouroboros itself. It's a snake that's several dozen yards long. So, second most dangerous thing. So, the curse of the Ouroboros. What's this all about? The legend says that a long time ago, I'm talking millennia here, the gods of time and life cursed another god that in time lost its mind and became a corrupted, fell creature. The curse of the Ouroboros flows within its veins, a cycle of life repeating endlessly, with time itself rushing forward or backwards with no regard for the laws that regulate our own world. Time and life, you say? So anyways, for some people, time flows as it should, while others experience the inverse thing, but one thing is certain. In both cases, time goes by really effing fast. But I don't want to die. Don't worry, Seliqa, the cycle of life knows no end. Hey, don't look at me like it's like that. It's really endless because of the snake, you know, since they change their skin and all that. So that's what the curse is ultimately about. An endless cycle of life, one which knows no death and no bounds. Old people turn into kids, kids go back into being old men. It just goes on and on. That's pure madness. How could such things be? Good card, baby. Oh, you said no death, Mr. Zorba, but you looked quite dead to me earlier today. Are you talking about your resurrection? It's not that easy to come back from the far realm outside the sanctuary. You're right, but keep in mind that I never got to the far realm in the first place. The curse interferes with the pacing of the souls. We're all trapped here until the curse is lifted. That's why you managed to bring my spirit back into my body. Finally, some good news. Hey, then we could still save those people who died under the cave-in. People? Oh, I see. I'm afraid that won't be possible, Seliqa. How so? You need them? We all came here looking for the sanctuary's greatest treasure, the egg of the Ouroboros, but we were ambushed by its scaly maker, and that's the result. I barely made it out alive, but none of the companions had the proverbial 9 lives I possess, I'm afraid.
Oh, Riggy, I came across someone who does game Devin. They're really cool. Is there a place I can shoot their links on the Discord?
The self-promo channel, buddy.
Check them out.
Self-promo, baby. You weren't paying attention, were you? Sadly, since they never had a chance to touch the blood of the Ouroboros, they died before the curse got to them. Their souls have moved to the far realms. In a sense, they are free and we are not.
Appreciated.
Of course. Thanks for asking. Why are the two of you looking for the egg? And I'm looking for... I gotta definitely check them out. I must make it up for a mistake I made. You need to go outside? What you need, Holly? What's the matter? How bold of you, Mr. Zorba. If Seliqa had wanted to tell us about it, she'd have done so by now, don't you think? Hi, Holly. Here, come here. Come on. Come here. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Of course, Sir Knight. Sorry. Our heroes get a few hours of sleep, trying to be well rested for the battles ahead. But Seliqa cannot sleep. She's thinking of her mission and the mysterious powers of the egg. Zorba, on the other hand, is sleeping soundly thanks to the abundant meal and all that cider. And Sir Amber delays his rest for a while, staying on watch to make sure the group is not assaulted in the dead of night. They're a cute squad. I like them. I like. Oh, nice. Seliqa is woken up by an absence of sunlight right on her face. The apprentice wizard, who's now been turned into a child, rubs her eyes and slowly gets up. She can now see her companions, both already up. Sir Amber is picking up things from their makeshift camp, while Zorba is perfectly still, just massaging his eyelids. Poor cat, he's so oh my goodness, hungover he can barely function. Oh, we changed again. Are you guys ready? I think we can leave now. Yeah, just give me a second, okay? Shoot, my head, I swear I felt better when I was dead. Come here, Holly. Seliqa's peculiar hat, an old boot now, far too big for her head, falls to the ground under the curious gaze of her two companions. The young wizard grabs it, quickly dusts it, and then slips it on her head once again. What is it? Aren't we going? And off they go. A crack in the wall. Someone small could try and crawl in. Ooh, a locked door. Looks like work for old Zorba. Mr. Zorba, if I may, that thing you're holding doesn't look like a lockpick to me. In fact, that's a ladle. Oh. You're too drunk to pick locks, Mr. Zorba. I'll try to sneak in. You have at least one younger character in the group. That character will be able to go through the narrow passages of the sanctuary. If you have at least one old character in the group, the character will be able to learn to read an arcane rune and learn its secret formula. Once the formula has been learned, the group will be able to use it elsewhere to open sealed doors. The group managed to get the door open from this side. Now the way's clear. Oh, so they just loop in a circle. Oh, interesting. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh. Oh, look, it's Zorba as a little tiny thing, dude. Oh, I love Zorba as a little, as a baby. That's really good. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna let Holly outside. Gonna go out. Alright, let's go. Thanks for waiting. Alright, I'm gonna fight something now. Dude, the baby version of Zorba is so cute. No damage. Big damage. Whew, 0? Nice. I'm primed right now. I'm like super tough. Oh shit, I don't know what that means. Oh, I didn't want to do that either. Okay, well. This door's locked. Use Al for him. Shield? You have one. Do you have a shield? You do now. Oh, okay, so you can equip the herb patch. Nice. Come here. Oh. Hmm. Uh-oh. Right now? Come on. We can take nap. That's so cute. No damage. Okay. So we can go this way now? Yep. Oh, that looks like a bad dude. If they move while you're standing still. Okay, yeah, they just keep going.
Hiya, Brittany, happy Friday.
Hi, Rizzy. I hope the rest of your stream went well. Happy Friday. We were playing this cool game that somebody made for a really big game jam that just happened. Yo, Sigma. No, I didn't make this one. No. This is an entry by somebody from the IGMC. Oh, it's very good. Oh, it hits them both. Oh. It's super dope. This one's called Ouroboros, a dungeon crawling adventure, if you want to look it up on the game jam was for 5 weeks, I believe. My game, I did a game for it too, but I did the last 2 weeks. I kind of jumped in late. You just had to go with you had to use an RPG Maker software, and then you had to and then you had to make a game in 5 weeks with the theme of like rebirth or rejuvenation or something like that. Whoa. So I've just been slowly playing a bunch of games from it that I've been interested in. Mostly games that were made by friends, but now I'm just making ones that I've been really dying to check out. It's pretty neat.
Doing this in 5 weeks is nuts.
I know.
Very neat concept.
Yeah.
Liking this one so far.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty standard, but the plot and the characters are very well written, and the atmosphere is really good. And I hope this game does well in the ratings and stuff, because there's a lot of heart and originality to it, even though it's like kind of just doing what most RPG Maker games do, you know, which is like the battles and the equipment and all that stuff. But then, like Mario had said earlier, it's kind of like, it feels like a tabletop.
Definitely going to grow its fire AF.
It's a trap. Oh. Gotta fight. 2006 no match for the blades of the group. Not an elegant way to disarm a trap, but disarmed it is. Oh. Yeah, if it keeps going, it's just gonna get better and better.
Built my own mega dungeon TBA.
You could definitely make something based off of this. This is cool. Door's locked. Alfred. Uh-oh. So every time that happens, our characters age to a different era. So like you're either a kid, an adult, or elderly. And whenever you are, lets you do... Oh, we don't have that one. Whatever you do in battle and stuff is affected by what age you are. Pretty cool. Come on. No. Oh, okay. That's fine.
OMG, I just got an idea.
Yo. Sigma, you make games, dude? Are you an RPG Maker dev or a game dev? I love seeing what people make, dude. I always learn something new from other people's stuff. Or get inspired, you know? Nice. See ya. Level 3.
Yeah, I am a little bit. I'm not the greatest.
That's okay. I don't think any of us are. But you build and you learn, you know? And that's like the fun of everything. At least for me. Torch. Interesting. I need like a save point. Unless it just auto saves.
I started like a month ago and got my motivation back to continue.
Winged boots. Motivation back to continue. Nice, dude. Do you have anything you're working on now that you want to show off? I'm always down to check stuff out. It's just cool because there's a lot of really nice people. Thank you for the follow, dude. There's a lot of nice people on Twitch that really love RPG Maker and care about it. So you get to like really oh, that's cool. You get to really like learn a lot just from talking about game dev and stuff and trying stuff out and playing different stuff. Come on, man. Let's see what this does again. Oh, that does a lot of damage to them. Heck yeah, okay. Wow, we're tough as nails. Ah. What is this? A pool of cursed blood. Someone must have cursed the Ouroboros, or maybe cursed creatures died here. The blood could be useful to curse a weapon, but the group is no weapon that be cursed. Okay, at the moment. Well, now we do. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Oh, withering sword.
It always warms my heart to see all the game devs helping each other understand game dev things.
Hell yeah.
Heckin' adorable.
Couldn't agree more.
I don't really have much to show yet since I'm revamping it, but it's like a storyteller where you don't have to move, but your decisions
Nice.
matter.
That's cool. You get to like kind of like a visual novel type thing. Keyhole. We gotta find a key? That's cool. I made a game called Deluge or Deluge or whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. But it's you play as a skeleton and it's like a kind of like a horror. It's like Final Fantasy meets Silent Hill. Final Fantasy 6 meets Silent Hill. And I made it in RPG Maker 2003. It's a really big labor of love, but I'm very proud of it.
It's a visual novel mixed with RPG.
Nice. Yeah, I'm into that. Yeah. Here. If you have Steam, right? Yoink. Let's see.
Sounds fun AF.
Yeah, man. Here. I will give you this. If you have Steam, you can use this code and you can try it if you want. Or play it or whatever.
Yeah?
That I built it for a game jam that I hosted here on Twitch, and then I liked what I had built so much that I finished it. Oh, nice. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we could use it. Why not? Oh. Seliqa, there's something I'd like to ask. Yeah, do tell. How come you're wearing a boot as a hat? Oh, hee, I always get that question. I noticed it as soon as I saw you the first time, but I found it indelicate to ask, miss. Looks like our new companion doesn't have that kind of qualm. The answer is simple, really. This boot is the only thing I have left of my old master. What happened to your master, Seliqa? Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He died, and it was my fault. Oh, I'm so sorry. There was an accident during one of our classes. My master was pulverized, so to speak. Oh, that's why I've been looking for the egg everywhere. According to the legend, the egg is the key ingredient to the true resurrection spell. True resurrection, you say? Yeah, resurrection magic works like this. If you want to bring someone back from the far realm, you're going to need the body, not to mention an incredible reserve for of arcane energies. But true resurrection doesn't need any of that. It's a real miracle from the gods, and no one's ever managed to learn its secret, let alone actually use it. I think that was a typo. But I must make up for what's happened during the accident, so I must find the egg. Alright, but forgive my insolence, but that still doesn't explain why you're wearing a boot as a hat. Oh, it's because I only have this one. It's not even my size, you know? This is one of my master's arcane boots, imbued with the magic of fairies. Helps me focus and it amplifies my magic. That's odd. Clearly, if I had two of them, I'd be wearing them on my feet. But they'd still be quite large, I think. Well, at least this mystery's been cleared up for now. Now we know why the boot is on the head. Put shoe on head. Let's also save. Yeah. It's cool. The party switches up. It's a very cool game. After some exploring of the sanctuary, the group finds its way into a closed room. Within the past veil of smoke coming out of the large brazier, they see a wooden shelf full of vials, test tubes, alembics, and other glass containers in the weirdest shapes and sizes. On the opposite corner, there's a huge barrel, half smashed, used to store a number of rusted swords, halberds, and warhammers. And finally, at the very center of the room, a huge stone sarcophagus, almost completely covered by an old exotic carpet. Someone must have been using it as a table. On the carpet, you spot a pair of leather bags and a few gold coins. What is this place, sir? Strange atmosphere. Oh, uh-oh. Zerba's ears start shaking. The outline of an enormous horned beast emerges from the smoke. The hooves of the creature beat harshly on the stone floor when a mighty bleat shakes the walls. Even Sir Amber, usually unfazed, looks quite impressed. A huge billy goat! Zorba jumps behind the knight's cloak and shuts his eyes, perhaps hoping for the goat to disappear. A goat? Give me a break. Please don't hurt us, Admiral. Admiral, Mr. Zorba, have you lost your mind? Suddenly, a woman's ferocious shriek covers the sing-song bleating of the goat. Out of the shadows, a tall girl with slivery hair steps into the hearer's views, making a sound of the bells and rattles every time she moves. Oh, the woman is wearing an exotic-looking dress, extremely well-made, though marked by the passage of years and adventures. Her curved blade, now pointed against the trio of heroes, seems to be shining in the dark, and when the woman mentions Zorba's name, her furious tone is telling. She knows the cat, and she doesn't like him. Zorba, did I hear that right? Milady, you know our companion? Hey, don't you dare call me a lady. I am Fortuna, the albino feather of the South Seas. And why, of course I know that lying, cheating ass who calls himself Zorba. You crooked, you trickster, you miserable wretch. Get over here, you mongrel. I will... We're actually friends. Sort of. With friends like these, who needs enemies, huh? You took my stuff and left me here to rot, you hideous rat. Thank the gods for your naked hide, because I'd have pulled each hair of your fur by hand, you insidious, cursed liar. Please, Fortunata. I didn't have much of a choice, you know that. My instincts told me to run, so... I've been this close to dying so many times because of you. Now tell me, you filthy earthworm, why should I just cut your head off and feed it to the Admiral? Well, because we've all been cursed. I mean, the three of us. Woman hesitates for a few seconds and then sighs and puts her scimitar back. Our heroes are almost paralyzed by the penetrating gaze of the pirate and the hostile stance of the Admiral. Fortunata steps down. Fortunata steps slowly towards Sir Amber and starts smelling him inquisitively. Seliqa has never seen Sir Amber this embarrassed before. The knight, for his part, is launching furtive looks towards the pirate's good eye, as if he's trying to recall something. The woman's face is familiar to him somehow. Has he seen her before? Finally, the Admiral stops beating his hooves on the ground. The tension subsides as the woman moves on to Sir Amber's companions, smelling them as well. So, you've all been cursed by the Ouroboros. Yeah, so what's the point in killing us? We'd stay here, trapped with you forever. And you know it better than I do, my dear. Angry ghosts can be extremely annoying. Yeah, that much is clear. Alright, let's pretend I'm forgiving you, you diseased alley cat. It's not like you'd be so kind. What's it you want exactly? Since the three of you have been cursed, you could be quite useful. And you guys look like you can handle the sanctuary. Especially you, knight. You're here for the treasure as well, I suppose. We are. Good. No, Miss Seliqa, you should hold your tongue. It's unwise to trust the likes of her, a pirate, and in a place like this. A pirate? Why, you got any problems with my line of employment? As long as we're trapped in here, your profession means nothing to me, milady. But you better not try anything funny. You didn't call me lady, did you? I'm not trying to fool anyone. All I want is to survive this place and maybe pick up some booty while we're at it. True, dude. I'm always trying to pick up some booty. What's your proposal, Fortunata? Well, as luck would have it, I managed to stash away quite a few useful items here in the sanctuary. I suppose I could provide you with everything you need for your little expedition in the depths of a sanctuary, for just a few gold pieces. While we're at it, why don't you give us a hand with all the monsters we'll surely find on our way? My dear Zorba, even if I had the Sea King's trident stuck to my throat, I still wouldn't do it. I haven't been cursed by the Ouroboros yet, and I've got no intention to mess around and find out what happens. Besides, you guys can't really die at the moment, but I can. Alright, fine, we're going to need supplies and equipment. But remember, I've got my eyes on you, Fortunata. So if I could go anywhere, sir. Good luck. Alright, appears that the group has gained yet another strange ally against the shadowy depths of the sanctuary. Oh, which is special pieces of equipment. Okay. Okay, so she's not a party member. Oh. I see, okay. Okay. Nope. You can unlock the door from this side. Now the path is free. Altar the goddess emits a soft white glow. No, we're good. Iron key? Oh, that's the key for down south. The walls shine with an eerie reddish glow. A glyph. Before the adventurers can react, a shining cobweb wraps them completely. The net is sticky and it's getting tighter and hotter by the second. I try to draw their weapons and cut the web, which is getting really scalding hot. It will take more than brute force to escape the tight hold of the arcane web, now burning the group's skin. They suffer 13 damage. After a few long seconds of unbearable agony, the spell vanishes. Okay. That was uncalled for. Oh, I'm so stuffy. Alright, I think that's good for now. I want to keep playing this, but I feel like we're getting into the next level here. I'm gonna have to like go down and in there. This is really cool though. I actually really enjoy this. But I think I want to chill out and wind down with something a little silly. because Peter's gonna get here, and then we'll probably like derail the stream from there. But very cool. Cool game. Ouroboros. Oh, cool. I like the menu like that too. Cool vibes.